Do me a favor and let's look around the room where you're watching TV. There's a sofa, chairs. Ooh, I love that accent table in the corner. Now, you might just say it's all your stuff, but it's really your furniture. The wood and plastic and fabric that craftspeople put together to make adulting more classy and comfy. But what about children's comfort? There was a time when the furniture industry started looking out for the mini-me's. Throughout history, kids have played make-believe on the playground and in the household.
Before the 1800s or the 19th century, kids' furniture was all about getting kids to be mini adults as fast as possible, to grow up so they could be useful around the household.
We took a look at the evolution of kids' furniture through the eyes of the Henry Ford's Curator of Decorative Arts, Charles Sable. What is that thing that looks like a box, kind of?
That box-like thing is called a baby tender, intended to make a baby stand up, observe what's going on, and keep it out of trouble, like what we would call a playpen today, but not as nice as a playpen.
Other pre-industrial pieces of child furniture.
For a very wealthy young boy, we have what's called a roundabout chair up on the top row there, and a desk that goes with it.
Executive baby furniture.
It's to teach a little boy that you are going to become like Dad. You are going to be a businessman, a merchant, a capitalist.
So 5 years old and you're on the clock.
And you're on the clock. You're learning to be Dad.
Right. The pre-industrial period is followed by the
industrial period. That's the 1800s or the 19th century. What's happening in a society is changing dramatically. People's attitudes about children began to change. And children are now seen as cherished objects that need to be raised up. More the way we think of children today.
What do we see here from that period?
This thing's a baby jumper. Its primary purpose is to keep babies amused. See this big springs on the top?
And so the baby can sort of go up.
And you could put it out on a porch.
As kids' furniture evolved in the post-industrial era, the idea of modeling adults doesn't change, but the materials and design certainly do. Here's a look at a 1950s chrome and laminate top table and chairs.
It's a really great example because it's identical to the adult version that would have been in most American kitchens of the 1950s.
And that was marketed specifically at girls?
Specifically at girls to play house. It's modeling adult behavior again.
But is this what they mean when they talk about the kids' table?
Yeah.
I seem to remember that.
Yeah.
You'd sit at the kids' table.
You'd sit at the kids' table.
That would pair nicely with an easy bake oven.
Yes,
kind of
it
thing,
would.
Right? It seems like more and more there are a lot of adults who want to be like kids.
That's true.
Right? I know that there are days when I'd really like to sit at the kids' table.
So do I.